Hi girls, it's Susan. I am going to try to go through this super fast. Sorry if it seems crazy. I was going to do a bunch of bullet points, but I haven't been feeling good. So here we go. Yesterday was Summit and it went really well, so much better than expected. I'm so proud of Angela and Sarah for coming out to that. I hope that the next time there is Summit, you girls will try really hard to get to them because they are so worth it. And we just had so much fun and learned things that I just would have never learned had I not gone to Summit, and I want to share those with you guys. One of the things that we learned was the 70-30 rule. So, for example, for me, most, if not all of my business is through Facebook parties and online. So I need to figure out how can I make it 70% of that and then 30% something else. I know my excuse is always, well, I have kids, so I don't want to leave the house. I'm not able to. And the moms that shared have 4, 5, 6 kids, and they're at the conference sharing these things and how they were able to pay off $40,000 of debt because of Jamberry last year. And so I know that all of us can do really great things. It took me less than 6 months to hit team manager because I have put work into it. So if you're going to own a business, it does take work. It takes time. And I want to be able to help you guys with that. And so I want to figure out how can I get out of my comfort zone for the 30% that I'm not doing right now. So I want 70% of my business to be online, but then I want to start doing vendor events, calling churches to see if they are having any holiday craft fairs or anything where I can set up a booth and hopefully not have to spend too much money. And they just kept pushing over and over again. Don't call yourself just a salesperson. You're a business owner, and so work your business, branch out. Do new things, and things will happen. If things are slow right now, that means you need to think outside the box. What can you do? Fundraisers. Find a friend that needs something. Do a fundraiser for her. Ask your friends to refer you. Some people may not want to spend money, but they do want to book a party and be able to have rewards. They talked a lot about making sure that we don't just copy and paste, do the same exact party over and over again. You have to remember that a lot of these people have been invited to several Facebook parties. I'm sure you guys get them all the time now where we're getting parties for just about everything. You want to just be creative and be unique, which is what the company stands for. Being creative, unique, generous, just thinking outside the box. So I really want to work on not doing the same exact thing every time and just thinking. And they talked a lot about not just doing games. Don't do a ton of games. People aren't there to play games. They just want to get to it. Some hostesses are going to want maybe a game or two, but others aren't. So how are you meeting with your hostesses' goals? A way that I'm going to change my Facebook parties is one, I'm going to probably shorten them to 3 days and not do samples. I'm going to try that out because one of the execs there, that's what she does, and she's making thousands of dollars a month and it's going well. And so I think these long 8-day parties are just draining people and people get tired of it and they don't want to hear anymore. So I'm going to try really hard to do these new 3-day Facebook parties. I'll let you know how they go. I think they're going to be just like our 8-day parties, but we're just going to give a ton of posts during those days, like I think 8 to 10 posts a day. And yeah, I think that's where I'm going to change things. They talked about the Meet FM add-on, which is on our Jamberry Dash under add-on tools, and how you can create custom lookbooks for your customers where they'll like go on your page and their wish list is there, and you can pair their wish list with 4 other jams to go along with those. So I'm going to look into that and see what I can find. I have pages of notes. I honestly wish we could do a video chat together, but I know everyone can't make it. So follow up, that was a huge one. I feel like I have really failed in this, and I am going to change things. They talked about how when somebody orders, let them know that you saw their order and thank them right away. You can send personal messages through your dashboard by just clicking on their name and hitting message. So that's what I'm going to start doing, hitting message, thank them. I'm going to go back to the Facebook party, thank them again. And then when their order ships, I'm going to do the same thing. Hey, your order shipped. That way you've already checked in with them twice. They know that you care. And then in about 2 weeks, you're going to check in with them and say, hey, have you gotten your order? Have you put the jams on? Can I help you with anything? If they don't respond, then do it again a week later. And they even talked about doing something funny like, if they don't respond after a few times, just write again and say, hey, dear Susan's hands, I've noticed that they're looking pretty plain. Why haven't you put my wraps on yet? You know, just having fun with the business and doing cute things like that. You don't want 6 months to a year from now somebody finding those customers and they log in, they see that you are the consultant, and then they realize, I don't even know who this Susan girl is. Who is she? She's never checked in on me. Of course I want to find a new consultant. So it's all about follow-up. Make a little chart. You can make an Excel worksheet from your customers on your dash. I can show you guys how to do that if I'm not making sense right now, and you can write notes in there. I followed up with this person on Monday, 10/5/2015. I followed up with them 2 weeks later. You can write all those things down. So that follow-up is going to be huge, and I'm definitely been failing in that area. When you're out and you give someone a sample, say, hey, I only give samples to people that are willing to give me their email or phone number so I can check in with you and see how the sample went. Don't just give out a sample and not follow up. I've been doing that. I'm failing. I want to get better at that. Pretty much all of the leaders say that at the end of your Facebook party, always do the little party flower post, the booking a party, and the deal or no deal. They talked a lot about if you're not personally asking someone to have a party for you, they're not going to have a party for you. You sometimes have to ask people, hey, do you want to order? If you see people doing really well and playing along, you should private message them. Just posting something that says, hey, it's Friday, it's payday, join my company, that's not going to do it for them. Reach out to these people. Also, I'm definitely never going back to groups. It's really spammy. They all do events. They're doing well. They're doing great. All the leaders in my groups, they're all doing events. And most of them don't even add their hostesses until they have confirmed. You are not allowed to just add a bunch of people. You need to private message them, give them a link, or tell them, hey, would you like to join the party? Give them a script, really hostess coach. And if they say, yes, I'd like to be added to the party, then you add them. All of these mass invites, you guys, we can't just say, oh, I had a dud party. What's your hostess doing and how have you been hostess coaching her? So I know some of us just have a hostess that's just trying to help us. Well, a lot of times that's not even worth it. So if they want to help us, you're helping them because they're getting rewards out of it. You just simply need to say something like, let me do a party for you. It doesn't take much. You're not the one to decide. So-and-so would never join Jamberry. So-and-so would never have a party. How do you guys know what so-and-so wants to do? Leaders gave so many examples of recruits on their team that they never thought would join, and now they are. Business women who are busy with full-time jobs, making really good money with Jamberry. Our market is not saturated. There's so many people who have not heard of Jamberry, and if you are building rapport with your customers, then you are going to keep those customers and they're going to reorder because they love Jamberry, and we have new things constantly coming to the market that we get to introduce to them. And they even talked about when the new fall catalog comes out, don't just spew everything out there. Give them surprises. Share things at different times. Don't just throw it all out there at once. Front loading. For me, that has been huge the last few months. I've tried booking all of my parties the first week of each month to make my PRV right away and then book parties from those. Obviously, it hasn't always worked, but the last 2 months it worked great. I had 700 to over 1,000 PRV within 2 to 7 days of starting the month, and then I'm done and I can help my team out. So front loading, I know having 2 to 4 parties at the same time really is no different than having them spread out, especially if you're using all the great things like Tiny Torch and things like that. I have some great info for people that want to do outside events, just some good stuff for that. If you have any questions, I can do that. What else? Learn the NOS. I have to learn that. That way you can have these fundraisers, create a wrap for them, and really go crazy selling those and getting the hostess excited and sharing that with their customers. Let's see. So yeah, the 2-2-2 rule is after 2 days or so, you're going to thank them. 2 weeks, how'd it go for you? 2 months later, you're ready to reorder. Send a PM right away. We talked about that. And yeah, they just talked a lot about if you're having a hard time in your business, it means pushing yourself to something new. Let's see, celebration box, I already told you guys about that. So that's pretty much it. That was actually a really long video, but I'm sorry if it sounded ridiculous and crazy. I'm super out of it, as always. Life is draining. So these wraps, I got them at conference. They are glow in the dark. They're awesome. You guys should try to sell those this month. And also, when you're done with this video, let's chat. Let's, in the comments, ask questions. Tell me what you thought. What did you learn? I know I didn't do the best job ever, but I'm trying. If you guys start interacting more on our wall, we're able to help you. The girls above you are able to help you. Like, we're a team, and I saw teams gather together at Summit who are just having so much fun together. They really are family, and you guys are family, and I want us to be able to help each other. So let's get involved on the team page. Let's show the new girls how exciting it is. And when you guys recruit, you want to show them, like, this is our team. Like, we're all here together to help. And so let's strive to do that. Let's get more team stuff going. There's only so many wraps I can give away to try to get you guys to be active and whatnot. But I love you girls, and I'm here to help, and I want to help, and I'm sorry if that all sounded crazy, but please, let's interact on a post now, and just ask me any questions that you have. I'm super excited, and can't wait to hear from you guys. Bye.